big white ass.
I'm breaking down Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode by episode. I've found 99 details you missed in Season 1, Episode 5, The Vulture.
81 years old. I think it's the oldest collar of my entire career.
This is actually exactly twice the average age of someone arrested in New York City.
I once arrested a 96-year-old for flashing. I was terrified he'd die in my backseat.
Amy narrowly beats out the actual oldest arrest I could find. Just days before this script was written, a 95-year-old woman was arrested for a murder in a Brooklyn nursing home. And on a far lighter note, Jake now has a Yoda plushie on his desk, alongside this very in-character figure of Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You talking oldest bags?
Charles has once again bought Rosa coffee.
68.
That's not that old.
Yeah, but I was only 20.
The desk next to Charles belongs to the elusive Detective Sidney Brown. While they never properly appear on the show, having Holt's mug on their desk as well as this insane number of pencils means we can assume they're a petty thief who commonly loses writing implements.
Charles isn't talking about his oldest arrest.
You have a chance to bet an older woman.
That's an old woman. That's someone's grandma.
She was, actually. That's
Both Jake and Rosa are genuinely unable to control their laughter here, and honestly, I don't blame them.
She had a replacement hip with some serious torque. It's like having sex with a transformer.
That is no one's fantasy.
I'm obviously not going to show it here, but Rule 34 begs to differ.
Peralta, where are we on the Lincoln Place murder?
This is once again a real location in Brooklyn.
We are at the 1 yard line. It's a football reference.
Yes, Jake.
This whiteboard has an insane amount to unpack. I'll start with Jake and Amy's scoreboard. They're once again even, this time at 62 arrests apiece. Below this is a new scoreboard, pitting the precinct against a clearly very talented cell phone thief. We again have a new motivational quote. While here it's credited to Ronald Reagan, a variation of it has been attributed to Harry S. Truman. And even then, records show it originating as far back as 1909. Despite all this confusion, it is incredibly poignant considering how the episode ends. Next to it is a message wishing Sergeant Roth a happy birthday, which likely refers to the first AD for this episode, Kenneth Roth. Also referenced is actor Jason Alexander. While he's best known for portraying George Costanza in Seinfeld, here he's the unfortunate victim of a carjacking. And we also see Charles is working a missing dog case for a Mr. Bojangles, which is likely referencing a song of the same name, in which the titular character laments the loss of his dog.
I played linebacker at Syracuse.
Terry Crews did in fact play as a linebacker, but it was for Western Michigan and not Syracuse.
I played center field in the musical Damn Yankees.
A second musical theater reference from Charles makes me think it warrants a counter.
Get ready for some stuff on a screen. Meet Fred Gorman.
This name being present while Dan Goor is credited feels like an intentional reference to him.
Do you need any resources or personnel?
No, sir, I've got it.
The last whiteboard case tells us that Rosa is trying to find a purse snatcher who drives a red Honda.
Dismissed. Sergeant Jeffords, my office.
Okay, how can we help? What do you need?
I need nothing.
This tech guy can be seen working on Terry's PC throughout the scene.
I appreciate the offer, but I work best alone.
The sheet Jake snatches back is of crime scene photographs.
I will let one of you help me, Charles,
Yeah!
because he's the least likely to steal my thunder.
I'd be afraid to borrow it.
There's a basketball hoop in the bin next to Charles's desk, and Scully and Hitchcock appear to be in deep conversation about this box of Oties.
Terry.
This is one of the few times Holt refers to him just as Terry, and he's cleaning the glasses we'll see him use in a second.
My tactical skills are a little rusty. I need some pointers. I haven't fired a weapon since the incident. I'm familiar.
This is the same Herald Examiner footage used in the pilot. And someone pointed out that the pistol used is likely a Glock 19, as the standard issue variant comes with a modified 10-round magazine.
I'll keep it low-key. We'll go after work, to a private range, no cops, no pressure.
This scares Terry so much, his arms change position between cuts.
Gun range.
The hallway does not have a secret knife hiding place.
The doorman is played by Andy Richter, who worked alongside Conan O'Brien for many years. Unfortunately, his late-night tenure didn't involve SNL, so I can't add him to the counter.
Hey, you want to hear it again? Mild-mannered doorman gets bitten on the penis by a radioactive spider.
This borrows the radioactive spider seen in Spider-Man's origin story. This is not only fitting due to Andy Samberg's role in Across the Spider-Verse, but its placement in this episode specifically could be a reference to common Spider-Man nemesis, the Vulture. Special thanks to Coffin Dance Guy from the Discord for pointing this out.
I looked at the photos of your victim on your desk. Puncture wounds are similar to a case I had a while back. I think it's something spiral, like a corkscrew. Don't shush me.
No, I'm holding a baby. That was actually very helpful. Thank you.
You better get back here, now.
Not only do we get a clear look at the altered elevator sign I mentioned in episode 2, but this shot also shows this calendar that still hasn't changed. And for some reason, Rosa now has a decorative glass of dice. The chairs we saw in the cold open are now no longer by Jake's desk, allowing me a clearer look at this paper. My guess is it's a list of key features used to identify perps.
What's up, little man? What's up? You feeling sexy, huh?
Yeah, I feel sexy.
Yeah, you look sexy.
You know I do.
This exchange is both entirely improvised and very funny.
Yo, how much you bench? Seriously.
Terry Crews has been cited as benching anywhere from 350 to 475 pounds.
Can't believe you're just rolling over and giving my murder away to the Vulture.
We call him the Vulture because he swoops in and solves cases that are almost solved and takes the credit for himself.
Yes, Boyle, I put that together.
While the general idea of swooping in for scraps is fitting, Vulture's actually finishing off live prey is a rarity. If only they had consulted Dr. Rossi's husband, as I hear he specializes in bird law.
I'm just the best goddamn bird lawyer in the world.
I told you for weeks to use the squad, and you refused.
I mean, Rose is the one who figured out the corkscrew. Charles caught a dog.
Well, congratulations, Detective Boyle.
This sounds a lot like the reluctant relationship with the dog that Charles related to before while talking about Turner and Hooch. And Holt praising this could be due to his love of said movie, as he states as such in the pilot article.
Turn over your files to Detective Pembroke.
Call him the Vulture. Giving him a name makes him human.
Detective Pembroke is so human that he actually had two first names. It's later revealed to be Keith, but an Entertainment Weekly article announcing his appearance on the show lists his name as Warren Pembroke. While Jake does that for some reason, we finally get an in-focus look at the paintings above Holt's couch. From what I can tell, they're both fittingly of the Brooklyn Bridge.
I'd like to thank you for doing all the super easy work. You know, the real Nancy Drew level stuff.
Someone has put a mannequin torso above the vending machine. At least, I hope it's a mannequin. Honestly, at this point, it could be Detective Sidney Brown.
Did Nancy Drew solve a lot of murders?
Murder on Ice, Recipe for Murder. Nancy was a wonderful detective. I wanted to be her when I grew up.
These are both actual Nancy Drew novels. Charles also could have referenced Murder on the Set, 2 Points to Murder, and A Talent for Murder, but he clearly isn't a real Nancy Drew head like that.
Should we take odds on how fast I'll solve this case?
The Vulture is played by Dean Winters, who also starred in 30 Rock and John Wick, as well as many other police-centric roles.
I mean, what was it with Diaz's last impossible extortion case? What was it, 6 hours?
That's because it was 98% solved.
The last 2%'s the hardest to get. That's why they leave it in the milk.
2% milk is made by removing all the fat and recombining it till it makes up 2% of the total weight. That being said, this line still goes pretty hard.
Thanks, champ. Good effort. I got it from here.
The empty space from Holt's portrait has now been filled with 3 clipboards. If that doesn't show his priorities, I don't know what does.
Feel free to call me anytime you need me to come down here and help powder that big white ass of yours.
I hate the Vulture so much.
He's kind of hot. You can hate people and still think they're hot. Case in point, Manuel Noriega.
Manuel Noriega was the dictator of Panama between 1983 and 1989. This is a Wild Hear Me Out made even more wild by the fact that it was fresh off the dome with like zero hesitation.
I'm with you on this. Tanya Harding.
Tonya Harding is a disgraced figure skater who was banned from competing professionally after attempting to cover up her ex-husband's attack of her rival. She went on to become a professional boxer and was even portrayed by Margot Robbie in the movie I, Tonya.
Yeah, she's thick.
While it was only confirmed later on in the show, Stephanie Beatriz stated that she always played Rosa as a queer character and cited this line as a particular example.
Sorry you got vultured. Happens to the best of us.
I got it from here.
Legally, the police can forcibly enter a property as long as they have probable cause or a warrant. But as we see, this is usually done with dedicated breaching equipment instead of literally just kicking down the door.
Anything you say
Can and will be used against you in a court of law.
From what I can tell, interrupting the Miranda rights like this would require the arresting officer to repeat them in full before the arrest.
Thanks, guys. I got it from here.
This arrest was filmed on South Berendo Street. Fittingly, it has a New York yellow cab next to it on Street View. And just behind Amy, we can see one of the graffitied vans done by art department member and the man behind Holt's oil painting, Eric Scottness. In a behind-the-scenes photo, we can see the Vulture's badge number, which fittingly starts with 69.
Charles?
I got it from here.
Charles's coffee has skim milk. The Vulture likely only took it out of respect for the fact they removed the last 2%.
I wish I could throw his cell phone in the toilet.
Jake definitely has the aim and experience to pull that off.
Best idea gets $50.
What if you called him from a hospital and said his whole family is dead?
Charles.
Jake shoots this idea down quickly, despite it being good enough to make Scully stop eating and give this cute little gesture of approval. The lack of a muzzle flash gives away that he wasn't actually shooting here. And all of the shooting range scenes was shot in the same studio as Schur's bar.
Now, what stance am I supposed to do in? Weaver or isosceles?
These are both actual shooting stances, but NYPD officers are largely trained to stick to isosceles, as it hides the unplated sides of a bulletproof vest.
Just watch.
For a single frame, there's a flash when the bullet hits the target. This is likely a squib round used to replicate the bullet impact while Terry shoots blanks.
You did it!
That was only 7.
Terry loses an earplug between cuts.
Are you trying to have me recertified? If you make 8 of 10 shots, I can sign off on you carrying a gun again. Take the final shot.
Here's what we're up to. Leave a dead cat in a cedar closet.
This is just like a regular closet, but utilizing cedarwood as a natural deterrent for insects. Leaving a dead cat in there would likely negate this effect, as well as making all 50 of the Vulture's leather jackets smell terrible. Someone also pointed out that Schur's regularly serves pitchers of beer, which means the pints they're sinking right now are likely overwhelmingly room temperature.
I think by default, Charles Charles's motorcycle idea is the winner. Anybody know where the Vulture lives?
On 3rd, right near here.
This likely refers to 3rd Avenue, which is near to the actual precinct. The Vulture's Cologne Me license plate is illegal, as custom bike plates in New York are only permitted to have 6 characters.
Take that, Vulture!
These alleyway shots were filmed opposite the amazingly named 676 Chateau Place. And in the background we can see a mural by Eric Scottness, who I'd like to thank for helping us narrow down the location. I'd also like to thank and apologize to Retro and King of Ducks, who valiantly searched only for me to fittingly swoop in and find it at the last second.
All right, give me your hairdryer.
What are you talking about?
Don't you carry one in your purse?
From what I could tell, most women don't carry a hairdryer, so hinging your entire plan on that isn't smart. Also, I know they're drunk, but how did no one ask where they were getting a hairdryer?
There's a drugstore 4 blocks away. I'm on it.
This is surprisingly accurate, as most drugstores are around that distance away from both the fictional and filming locations.
I just need a second. We've had 18 minutes of seconds.
That's unlikely, as his watch has hardly moved position since he took the first 7 shots.
Gina's authentic stolen police badges. How can I help?
Hey, it's Peralta.
Oh, hey, Jake.
This is the second time Gina encourages criminal behavior. She's gone from dealing to stealing police badges, which I guess is an improvement.
Do you carry a hairdryer in your purse?
Of course, I'm not an animal.
I need you to bring it to the Vulture's apartment.
Peralta, why are you asking Gina about Detective Pembroke?
Oh, Captain, hello.
Am I clear?
Thank you, sir. We team up and solve this case right now.
Okay, screw it. I'm in.
This establishing shot is of 134 East 62nd Street and includes the incredibly named store Things Japanese.
I should have brought you guys in sooner, but I just get so excited.
The streets they pass are blurry, but not enough to hide this prominent sign disappearing when the camera cuts.
We all do. You just don't have to be such a butthead about it.
So then Iceman says, you can be my wingman any day. And then Maverick says, I've seen the film, Sergeant.
The film is Top Gun, and Terry misquotes it, as the actual line is, "You can be my wingman anytime." This establishing shot gives me nowhere near enough detail for me to find the actual location, so instead I'll just point out that this time really doesn't match Terry's watch.
We just gotta find the corkscrew to make our case airtight. I say we roleplay.
This is the second instance of roleplay. There are a lot more going forward, so I'm adding another counter. And also, following many requests, I am adding a counter, and here's where it stands, including itself.
Don't you darling me, you philanderer!
No, you're the husband.
I'm always the victim. I don't want to be the victim.
From the evidence I've gathered, Charles is completely correct. In 100% of the prior roleplays he's been involved in, he has been the victim. But in fairness, the sample size is 1.
You're up, Diaz.
Charles starting in this position makes me think there were some cut lines here, but I can't confirm this as I don't have the original script. And the clock in the apartment is set to 6:30, which matches neither of the times we've been shown.
Sweetheart.
Time to die.
That seems a little harsh.
There are 2 save the dates on the fridge that look to be identical other than the color of the paper.
What if it was a magnetic corkscrew?
It's stuck halfway down the inside of the trash chute. I figured it out first.
Wow. Freeze, hands in the air.
We're cops.
Officer Perry has 3 non-NYPD medals surrounding the incorrectly placed Firearms Proficiency Award, but above them all is the World Trade Center Memorial Bar. It is correctly placed and means we have, once again, mentioned the events of September 11th, 2001. On the topic of never forgetting, the uniformed officers don't recognize the detectives, despite them also being from the 99th Precinct.
Holt is gonna kill you.
I don't think he will. Voila.
You actually found the corkscrew in the trash chute?
Stuck to the side, just like you said.
Charles should definitely be falling faster here, but he's still going fast enough to briefly be replaced by stunt double Garrett Hammond. And the bin he falls into is from Liberty Sanitation. It's a real-life company, but more importantly, it exists in Grand Theft Auto 4.
This is the proudest moment of my career.
At least we get an exact time of death for Charles, as his watch shows 6:05, which, again, doesn't match any other given time.
The hell was that?
What? It's a vulture.
If Amy had a degree in bird law, she would know this is definitely closer to the fighting spirit of a crow.
Peralta, now.
This is the first actual scene shot on the roof. Like almost all the shots filmed out here, they shoot towards the precinct to avoid showing the fact that the Brooklyn skyline there is literally 2-dimensional.
If you ever do this again, I swear I will crush your head in one hand.
It's not one-handed, but he does do this in a later episode.
Where are you going?
The boss is taking heat for something that's not even his fault.
It's not your fault either. And it's not the Vulture's fault.
After zooming and enhancing, I'm pretty sure this is our blurriest Anthora yet.
It's Amy's. I know, it's mine. It's mine.
Jake blaming Amy has also been suggested as a counter. The first instance was his fake name in episode 2.
Detective Pembroke. This case has already been solved. By you.
In the background, we can see the same tech guy from earlier. This implies he's been working from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. He should probably, join a union.
Crack the case all by yourself.
Holt has a new ornament that looks to be his framed detective badge.
We're done here?
Yeah, we're done here.
Here it comes.
Everyone involved tonight is going to get written up.
Here's everyone who was there. Jake Peralta, J. Peralta.
Not a
Dr. Jacob Peralta. Also involved was the Right Honorable J.
Okay, I know. I'm happy to see you're learning how to be part of a team.
This line is particularly funny as we haven't seen Scully since he left on his hero's journey. I can only assume the 9-9 lost detectives Daniels and Brown in a similar way.
Sir, thank you.
You could join my dance troupe, Floorgasm. We're looking for a man of precisely your...
Clearly Terry was motivated by the first actual Floorgasm mention after 4 episodes of teasers from posters and cut lines. And the target he shoots has slightly different bullet holes to the one he hands Holt.
I'm ready to get myself back in the game.
The way you handled things with the Vulture yesterday was very mature.
The vending machine consists of backwards facing or fictionally branded candy, a lot of which are in there several times.
Oop, time's up.
Other than masterfully covering his junk with his own big white ass, Jake also manages to pull and zip up his jeans while writing a note. The last shot of this episode shows this whiteboard has once again changed message, this time parodying the famous Got Milk advertising campaign. I'm guessing it's a notice for like mileage reimbursement, which is so exciting and I'm so glad that's the final fact. Special thanks to Absolute Sweetheart FM 1055, as well as Mr. Dudecat, Snuzzle, Cooper Diamond, and Emma Hamilton for becoming members. Congratulations also to Absolute Sweethearts, June Monkey 32 and Enraged for being the first holders of the 1-month badge. I'll see you in 2 weeks for something spooky. Why did I say it like that? Ew.
Not a doctor.